Are you someone who is starting a new business? Or do you have a small business and you feel like it's not growing at all? Are you really confused about the first steps that you need to take to make your business legitimate and to actually create something that is profitable? If that's you, then this episode is for you, and I have been in your shoes. I know how you feel. I know how overwhelming it can be when you're trying to prioritize and figure out what are the most important things that I need to set up to create this business, to get it up and running and start making money. Because that's really important, right? You're starting this business because it's something that you're passionate about, you care about it, and of course, you want it to be profitable. My name is Dani Walker. If you're new to my channel, I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own coaching business. I'm also a content creator and a business coach. Today, we're gonna break down 5 easy things that you can do to make your new small business look professional. I would encourage you to get a paid website. When I first started my pageant coaching business, I used a free website through Wix. And that served my purposes for the time being when I was getting my feet wet and I was trying to figure out, is coaching something that I really want to do? I didn't want to invest that money in the first place. That didn't make sense for me, and you might be experiencing that too. It might not make sense just yet for you to have a paid website. But if you are at the point where you really want your business to grow and you want to come off as professional, you really need to have your own domain name. So for example, my website, it's daniwalkerofficial.com, and I host that website through WordPress. I really like using WordPress because you have so much flexibility with paid themes or with free themes. That's something that I learned was really important because I started with a free Wix website. I was really limited to the themes that they had. They just don't have as many options as WordPress. I pay a really small yearly fee to a service that allows me to have my own email address that's connected to my website. The benefit of that is when I email people, they're gonna see my email address at daniwalkerofficial.com instead of at gmail.com, at yahoo.com. When you have a free email address, it just doesn't look as professional. It does not look as legitimate. So one of the first things on your checklist should be to get your email address associated with your domain name. All you have to do is go online and search set up an email address with a domain name. It's that simple to get your own custom email address. This is important so that all of your emails are gonna look consistent, but it's also a really great way to give anyone who's messaging you a little bit more of information about yourself or ways that they can contact you. Somebody might be emailing you for one thing, but you may be able to offer them value in other areas. Or you may want to let them know, hey, here are the social networking sites that you can find me on, and you can do that easily with an email signature, and this is free to do. Just search online, free email signature template, and then you're gonna find a whole number of sites that offer this service for free. You create it, you copy paste it, you go into your email settings, and then you just paste that into your email signature box, save that, and then every time you send an email, it's gonna have all your extra information. You can link your website, have a great photo on there, and then have all your social links. This is so important because I see so many websites, even if they're beautiful, it just doesn't make sense if the owner of that website doesn't have a professional headshot. It just looks really sloppy online. I have gotten so much use out of professional headshots. Remember, you're not just gonna use this on your website. You can also use it in your email signature. You can use it for all of your social media networking platforms. And it's really great to use for if you book any podcast interviews, if you are a guest blogger. There's all sorts of situations where you need a professional headshot, and it is worth the money to invest in someone who is going to take an amazing image of you, because oftentimes if somebody is meeting you virtually or digitally, that's going to be a part of their first impression of you. This is really going to help you in the long run. I use ConvertKit. If you want to try out ConvertKit too, you can check the description for information about that. ConvertKit is amazing because you have so many different capabilities. You can create funnels, as some people call them. You can create sales sequences. You can also segment and separate your different email subscribers so that you can be most effective with your email marketing or just the way that you're connecting to your audience. An email list is so important, and it's important to build it from the beginning of your business because it's a lot easier that way. Believe me, I started mine in the middle of my business, and the whole time I was like, why didn't I do this sooner? So you want to have this because you don't just want to reach out to all of your followers or your potential customers on social media, because a lot of that is dependent on algorithms and you don't always have control over that. But what you do have control over is your email list, and you know that when you send an email that it's going to land in that person's inbox. Unlike anything on social media, you can make a post and somebody can be following you, but because of their particular settings, they may never see your post. They may never find out about your offer, about your new product, about a new award that you won. They may never know about any of those things. Those are 5 things that you can do to make your business look more professional, and they're very important. If I look back at my journey, I wish that I would have done those things way sooner rather than later. So don't make the mistakes that I made. Please learn from my mistakes and take advantage of all of this advice. If you want another resource to help grow your business when you get started, then just click the description below and get a copy of my free download. Thanks so much for joining in on this episode, and I hope that you're going to be subscribed and that you hit the notifications and that you're tuned in for the next one.